First sit of the year. It is, let's see, October 19th. First evening out here, so it's warm. It's probably about, I think I checked earlier, maybe 70 degrees, 71, hovering around there. That was about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So the temperature will drop a little bit, but it's not ideal conditions, but we got to get out here. So we're at a new location this year. I had the tree stand set up in another part of this little timber. Above the stand there were some tops of trees that were just hanging up there. I didn't feel like that was a great spot for the stand this year. So back in, I think it was second weekend of September, I ended up moving that stand to this new location, which I actually kind of like this area a little bit better. Got a bunch of maple trees, kind of swamp maple trees here. Got some big large trunks that all came here to give an opportunity for cover. But we have a bean field out in front of us here to the east that hasn't already been picked. I kind of looked down the way in and there's not a whole lot of beans on the ground there. The equipment's a little bit too efficient, so I'm not sure if we're going to have any luck with deer feeding out in that new cut bean field. But kind of like this new location. I think it'll treat us well. .53. That doe just came up so quick I didn't even have time to really get things set. I just missed her right out in front of me, just directly. I can see the knock of the arrow sticking out of the grass. Went right over the top of her. I don't know, too close. Ranged it at 23. So I don't know, I'm used to shooting 30 to 40, but it doesn't make sense. But hopefully we got probably another 45 minutes. Hopefully something else comes along. Let's do this. that was a fun little first sit. That little buck came in. I saw him all over there in the distance. First I thought it was just a big doe, but as he got closer I could tell he had some antlers on him. But then as he got closer and closer I realized they weren't very big, so I passed on him. But he definitely could tell something was going on. The wind has died down, and I think my thermals are just kind of swirling around here with what little breeze we have. So he was certainly curious. Fun to see him come over here and lick on that lick branch over there. That was one of the reasons why I picked this spot, because there's actually one over here to my left and then another one over here over my right shoulder. So it's a fun little evening. But football game has already started, or about ready to start, so I'm going to head out. Be back tomorrow. Whew, that was fun. Hey, that's what adventure is about. Well, we made it back out to the timber for our second evening of the weekend. Tonight we have a southwest wind, so I'm just kind of hunting this south fence line out in front of me here and see if anything happens to come in. We're at a different location just because of that, but at the same time I don't like to hunt the same stand 2 nights in a row. Don't want to put too much pressure on this little 14-acre timber that I hunt. But last night on the way out I was able to pull a card from one of my cameras, and I did find a pretty decent 9-point on there. I think for this area I would consider it a shooter buck, so that's the only one that I've really seen that is real large so far on the cameras this year. But lots of does, so I do have a couple does tags. We did make an attempt at doe last night. I got back to the truck and took a look at my bow, and I realized my arrow rest was a little bit loose, so I'm hoping that was the case. Got that tightened up today, and hopefully we can zero in on something. But sitting a little bit before 5 o'clock, wind's starting to die down, so we're gonna put the camera away and let you know if there's something going on, and maybe we can fill one of those tags. Sitting there the whole time I've been here for the last 2 hours. That must be about 60 yards out. He's just chilling, not moving or anything. Whole family of raccoons barking over there. Well, all we saw tonight was that little buck that was just bedded down over here to my left. I think the wind coming in strong earlier this afternoon really kind of covered his ability to hear anything, and then also maybe it covered up my scent. He didn't know I was here. I just happened to be looking over in that direction, learning from a couple weeks ago when I was out here kind of stalking up on some deer when I was just kind of doing some last minute touches to the tree stand. And I was just been kind of keeping my eye on that tall grass over there, and sure enough I did see him move, and saw his antlers move. Couldn't get a real good look at him, but as he got up eventually and then walked out here in front of me, he was another young buck, so I passed on him. But you know, he was probably out here for a good half hour, just walking and just doing his own thing. And you know, it reminds you that these white-tailed deer are just amazing creatures. They endure all the elements out here and all the pressure, any predators that are out here, the disease, everything. So, you know, just taking the opportunities to sit and watch and observe. You know, I certainly kept my eye on around my shoulder and just kind of looked the other way to see if anything else was moving, and nothing else came in. So just taking these opportunities to really observe and learn their different behaviors. You know, just like last night, that deer come up and hitting that lick branch and just kind of sending messages, you know, marking the territory, checking in on it. That's what bucks do, and does will do it as well. But just sitting here and watching this buck tonight, he came down here in front of me. He was so patient. That's the thing that is just absolutely crazy, how patient these deer can be. They'll stand in the same position and not move for a good 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes more. And you know, they're trying to get a feel of the land. They're listening, you know, trying to get a scent of anything, that if there's any danger. So you know, it's a good lesson learned for them. You know, just how they can use the wind to their advantage and hide. You know, it's probably to their disadvantage, but so they know that they just need to lie low. They're just amazing creatures. So it's just so fun to watch and learn from them, and be able to learn as a hunter, trying to figure out, you know, when the best opportunities, when you can take your best shot, and just be aware of your surroundings, because there could be other deer in the area that you don't see, but those deer down below you also can see and they communicate with. So just an awesome time to be out here. It's warm a couple days, but well worth the time to log the hours in the stand and being able to really just get out here and enjoy what nature and God has provided for us. So you know, we got a full season ahead of us. So you know, if you're interested in following along, I'll be hunting the remainder of bow season, shotgun season, muzzleloader season. So just another way to have an adventure and being outdoors. So follow along. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next.